The most powerful skill for the next century has nothing to do with coding, finance, or artificial intelligence. It's something you were born with, but probably lost. One simple habit separates extraordinary thinkers from everyone else. And in the next 15 minutes, you'll discover exactly how to reclaim it. Here's something that will change how you think about intelligence. Researchers studied thousands of successful people across every field. CEOs, Nobel laureates, artists, inventors. They expected to find high IQs or elite education. Instead, they found something shocking. The single trait that predicted success wasn't intelligence. It wasn't talent or connections. It was curiosity. But here's where it gets strange. Almost everyone starts life intensely curious. Children ask an average of 300 questions per day. Yet by adulthood, most people ask almost none. Something kills our natural curiosity. And that something is about to be exposed. What happened? And more importantly, can we reverse it? The answer lies in how we're educated. Traditional schooling rewards correct answers, not good questions. By age 10, most children learn that asking too many questions annoys teachers and slows the class. They learn that admitting confusion signals weakness. This conditioning runs deep. A landmark study at Harvard found that executives in corporate meetings ask questions only 4% of the time. 4%. The rest is statements, opinions, and assertions. If you've ever felt hesitant to ask a question in a meeting or classroom, this programming is why. But here's what those same researchers discovered. The rare individuals who maintained their questioning habit, they didn't just succeed. They dominated their fields. And the beautiful part? Curiosity isn't fixed. It can be rebuilt, strengthened, and transformed into your greatest competitive advantage. Let me put this in perspective. Pause 2's Leonardo da Vinci filled over 7,000 pages with questions. Not answers. Questions. Why is the sky blue? How do birds fly? What makes water flow in spirals? He never stopped asking. Einstein credited his breakthroughs not to brilliance, but to what he called passionate curiosity. He said he had no special talents, only that he was passionately curious. Warren Buffett reads 5 hours every day, not because he has to, but because each page raises new questions. These weren't lucky geniuses. They were curiosity machines. And the fascinating part? Modern neuroscience can now see exactly what happens in their brains. When curiosity activates, dopamine floods the hippocampus. This is your brain's memory center. Curious people don't just think better. They literally remember more. Their brains are physically different. But here's where this becomes urgent. SFX, dramatic sound. The World Economic Forum analyzed which skills will matter most by 2030. Technical skills rank surprisingly low. Why? Because artificial intelligence is replacing specialized knowledge faster than we can learn it. What AI cannot replace? Curiosity, the ability to ask questions that haven't been asked, to see connections that haven't been seen, to wonder what if when everyone else asks what is. Companies are now paying premium salaries for what they call learning agility, the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn continuously. And this ability has one foundation: curiosity. The workers being replaced first, those who stopped asking questions, those who mastered one skill and stopped growing. The economy is punishing intellectual stagnation, but it's richly rewarding the curious. But that's not even the most important part. Pause 2's, what if I told you that curiosity doesn't just make you successful? It makes you happier. Researchers at George Mason University tracked people's well-being over 2 decades. Those with high-trait curiosity reported more life satisfaction, more meaningful relationships, and greater sense of purpose. They experienced lower levels of anxiety and depression. Why? Because curious people see problems as puzzles to solve, not threats to fear. They view uncertainty as adventure, not anxiety. Every day brings new questions to explore rather than routines to endure. This reframes everything. Curiosity isn't just career strategy. It's life strategy. And the beautiful part? You're about to learn the exact framework for rebuilding it. The next insight is the foundation everything else builds upon. The framework is built on 4 pillars. And this is where I need you to pay attention. Pause 2's. Pillar 1 is called epistemic curiosity. This is the drive to know things, to fill gaps in understanding, to master subjects deeply. Think of the person who falls down Wikipedia rabbit holes for hours. Pillar 2 is perceptual curiosity. This is sensory engagement. Noticing details others miss. The way light falls through leaves. The subtle change in someone's tone. It's about presence and attention. Pillar 3 is interpersonal curiosity. This is genuine fascination with other people. Their stories, their perspectives, their inner worlds. The best conversationalists aren't great talkers. They're great askers. And pillar 4 is intrapersonal curiosity. This is self-examination. Asking why you feel what you feel. Questioning your own assumptions. This is the hardest pillar and the most transformative. Now let me show you why not knowing is actually your greatest advantage. This counterintuitive insight separates curious masters from curious beginners. When you admit you don't know something, two powerful things happen. First, your brain enters what scientists call a prepared state. It becomes dramatically more receptive to new information. Studies show we retain up to 40% more when we acknowledge confusion first.